There's a large dark shadow of apathy on our campus. We're college students, we're busy, we're occupied with different clubs and organizations and work in our classes and our social lives, and there's not a whole lot of concern for what's happening outside of our world. We kind of live in a bubble here in Mount Pleasant where it's pretty safe and things keep pretty cool, but one day something bad could happen. So I wanted to bring this to campus to raise awareness, make students know that this should be a concern for them. Seeing that there were so many young people under the age of 30, leading and organizing protests and full-on movements and actions in Ferguson really inspired me to bring it back here and bring it home. Martin Luther King was 25 years old in his prime. People think he was an elderly figure, but he was a young person just like us. So we can make the change, we can make the difference. And I feel like the people in Ferguson have really taken hold of that power, and I want to empower the people here to do the same, not only on this issue, but other issues as well that concern students on campus, because I know they have concerns, but they don't feel empowered enough to do anything. So I'm hoping that we have demonstrated something that will inspire students to do the same for their concerns as well. I think that what's happening in Ferguson is important to people all the way in Michigan, because Mount Pleasant can be Ferguson, it can be Shaw, it can be all of these cities where these things have happened. What's to say that our community is isolated from these types of events? The same thing is possible here. And I feel like the reason we should have activism on campus against these sort of things is so that if and when it does occur, we know what to do. We know how to organize and band together so that we can end this sort of thing. If students want to find out more information about this event, what's really going on, I would recommend obviously go to the internet. There's a great group online called Ferguson October, which is the title of our event here. They are who called for a National Day of Action, the one that we are participating in. And they're letting people know not only what happened with Mike Brown, but what's happening with the protesting in Ferguson that has gone on since after. To people that try to sweep the problem under the rug, I just ask them to try and put themselves in the shoes of the families and friends of people that have been subject to this. And regardless of what you believe about the law, our government, would you want something done? Would you, if you were Mike Brown and you were killed, and laid in the street for 4.5 hours dead, would you not want your community to rise up and do something? I think they would.